All right, everyone, welcome back to another one of our film reviews. Today, we are breaking down Atlanta Falcons rookie left guard Matt Bergeron and his performance against a very good Carolina Panthers week one. A lot of good stuff from Bergeron, some stuff to work on as well, but I think the Falcons have a promising young offensive lineman prospect to add to their very deep group already. As always, if you appreciate this content, please give us a like or a comment below. If there's another player you want us to break down, put them in the comment section as well. But let's go ahead and jump right into the film. All right, so the Atlanta Falcons have one of the more physical downhill running games that you'll see in football today. It's a lot of fun to watch what they do up front, a lot of fun to watch their running backs as well. But we're going to get started here with a typical zone play to the offense's left, our left. And you're going to get typical zone action. You're going to get the left tackle working up there. You're going to get kind of a double team here with both guys stepping with their left foot first here. Bergeron gives some help here. Work up to the play side linebacker. You're going to get the same kind of double team here, some kind of scoop action working up here. And the whole point here is for Bijan Robinson, this awesome young rookie, to kind of slow play it here and then get vertical north and south as quickly as they can. Jonnu Smith on the backside is going to try and reach and cut off somebody there as well. And the whole point there is to get movement that direction from the Carolina defense and look for Bijan Robinson to find a hole and then get north and south as quickly as possible. But I want everyone to focus on Bergeron right there, the rookie here at left guard. I love the way he drives his feet. I love his athleticism. I love his toughness. Let's check out how he does. All right, here he is at left guard. Watch him step with his left foot, zone scheme, get up behind that linebacker, that safety in the box, drive him out of the screen. That is beautiful stuff. Look at this movement at this double team right here on this 2-eye technique. I call him a 2-eye because he's on the inside shoulder of Bergeron right here. They get so much movement here from this defensive tackle that it gives Bijan Robinson a big lane to cut back and get north and south on. And it's not great here, right? A lot of penetration, doesn't look great. But again, because of that movement, though, it just collapses the defense because this defensive tackle and then Bergeron getting up here to this box safety, because it just blows everybody to the offense's left. The defense, everybody else has to work really hard. They have to sprint to kind of close that gap. And it just creates a natural cutback lane. Watch this. See how everybody has to run to the left. Bijan Robinson reads that, gets north and south, and it's a really nice play. And it all goes back to this double team right here, this zone double team between the left guard Bergeron and the center here, working up to this guy and focusing on Bergeron. I love his feet, the way he drives, moves, gets north and south, and then gets on that guy and drives him out of the screen. That is awesome stuff. You know, a lot of offensive linemen, they may get up there, they may just throw a block, give a good hand shiver. I love his attitude, his demeanor. He finishes plays. He plays with a lot of motor, a lot of energy. And you see it, right? Because again, if he doesn't finish this block, if he just gets one hand on him, maybe 25 from Carolina plays off it, makes a play in the hole, and it's only a 3 or 4 yard run. Instead, he drives that guy completely out of the screen, allows Bijan Robinson to turn this play into a little bit better production. Those kind of blocks right there, again, you don't even see 25. Let me back that up there. I mean, you still don't even see 25. That's elite level football right there from the young rookie guard.
Yeah, Nick, this guy looks like he's already really processing the game pretty quickly. Even in his first game with the Falcons, first real game rather. But that's one of his big things coming out of college. This is a guy that had a ton of experience, over 2,500 snaps played in college. But what they said, he was a very quick processor of the game. And I think that shows here. There's no hesitation. He knows what he's doing, moves off his block quickly to go pick up 25. He can already tell what would happen if he wasn't going to do it. So he's very quick off the ball, very quick in his decision making. I think that was really impressive. What do you think, Nick? Isn't this really impressive? Just his quick decision making already as a young rookie.
Especially since it's such a veteran group, especially since Arthur Smith asked a lot of his offensive linemen. He wants them playing downhill. He wants them running, chopping their feet, making decisions extremely quickly, and powering people into the dirt. That's what Arthur Smith's offense is all about, and I love watching it. And sometimes it's hard for young guys because you lack a little confidence. Not Bergeron. He plays with so much attitude. He plays with so much confidence, and he has the trust of the coaching staff and his teammates that he knows what he's doing. I think that's the big part, too, to have a rookie come in here and be able to execute the offense like this when they got so many good other offensive linemen, veteran tight ends as well, talented running backs, smart offensive coordinator, head coach, and Arthur Smith. That should tell you something about Bergeron and where he already is. All right, moving on to our next play. Speaking of Arthur Smith, this offensive line, what he asked him to do and all the creative stuff that he comes up with, this may be my favorite play of the entire day from the Atlanta Falcons. This is one of the cooler design cutback runs you'll ever see. And what you're going to get here is on this side, on our right, the offense is left. You're going to get just base blocks here. Here's Bergeron right here again, the rookie guard. Base blocks right here, basically all around up front here. You're going to get a double team action here with the right guard coming off to the linebacker. But here's one of the cooler things. It's a slow developing play. It's a design run right here, but it's a design cutback. So it's going to be a slow reaction from Robinson and then work that way. You're going to get the tight end kind of stalk block here for a second on 0 from Carolina, work up to 21, and then you're going to get the fullback again. He's going to, just kind of slow play it and kick out 0. And you're going to get kind of a seal right here. Again, I got a lot of lines here. Let me clear some of that up again for everybody out there. Again, the whole point here is to get just a seal here and for Bijan Robinson to hit that north and south. Everybody does a really nice job blocking this on this play, including Bergeron, really up front, really well designed, well executed play all the way around. Again, so free. So right there, everybody up front, all the linebackers, defensive linemen are thinking it's going to be a pitch, a sweep, maybe an off-tackle play to the offense's left, our right. You see these base blocks up here. You see all these defensive linemen. They're kind of playing that way. You're seeing the double team to the linebacker here. You're seeing kind of the slow play from the tight end right there. Watch what happens. You're seeing the fullback. He's already started working back that way. Watch how this works out. Really nicely done. Big hole. Robinson hits it hard. Great job. I mean, look at that seam. Back that up just a little bit. I mean, that is about as good a hole as you'll find in the NFL. And you see everybody up front doing a phenomenal job. Let's focus on Bergeron here for a second. Again, he knows the play is designed to go the other side. He knows it's designed to go to the offense's right. He's obviously playing left guard. He wants to sell base block. He doesn't want to go too much in a direction that makes him think this defensive tackle flow over the top. He doesn't want to, maybe go too far up the field, maybe let this guy get penetration. He wants to sell base block, but to keep his helmet upfield, make this defensive tackle in order for him to get around him, get off his block, either go behind the line of scrimmage, which will completely run him out of play, or force him up the field, which will just keep him out of the play as well because it'll get push him back and get movement. Watch what he does. Drives. Look at this. Forces him behind. Completely out of the play. You know what I love about defensive linemen? These were all of these guys I blocked in college. They always said they did a great job on these plays. Like number 96 there, he said, I threw you to the ground. I win as a defensive lineman. Not so. This is phenomenal from the rookie. Sell the base block, force him to get wider. Look at that. He's completely right there. You look at Bergeron. He's completely between the ball carrier and the defensive player. That's phenomenal. Defensive player stands no chance. Completely out of the play. Helps it be a really nice run. Really well executed, really well designed play, and another great job from the rookie guard.
Yeah, Nick, again, you just talk about Arthur Smith and these complicated play designs. Bergeron knows exactly what he has to do. He holds 96 up, gets him completely negated from the play, even though he does get past him at the end. That guy is not going to have any relevance in this play whatsoever. I think Bergeron did his job perfectly, sealed him off out of the play, so there's no way that 96 is going to have any impact on the play. I just think overall it's looking really good, and I think just like you said, this is a very tough offense as far as the ask on these offensive linemen, and it's really impressive that Bergeron is able to look this good in his first outing, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, definitely. And look, this is a very hard offense to get a grip on. It's also a very good Carolina Panthers defense, very well coached, very physical defense, right? This is a good group up front for Carolina. And so these blocks right here, not only are they physically hard, they're also mentally hard. Because again, if he tries to sell the reach too much, let's say he actually reached him and cut him off, 95 could actually, or 96, excuse me, could actually find himself back into the play if that happens. He also doesn't want to go doesn't want to slow play it because, like I said, if he gets too much penetration, he could blow it up in the backfield. There is an art to this, especially when you're going up against a good defensive lineman, and Bergeron executes it. And look, it's everybody, right? That's one of the things that makes it so impressive from the rookie is that he's basically playing at the same level, not necessarily talent-wise, but in terms of execution as all the other guys and some of these veterans up front. I mean, this is a really well-coached, really physical Atlanta Falcons running game, and they look tough to stop. All right, we're talking about Bergeron and his savviness and his intelligence, and this is the play that really jumped out at me. So this is just going to be a screen, kind of a standard screen we see all the time in the NFL. We're going to get kind of a slow from Algier here, then he's going to leak out to the right, and then you're just going to get guys out in front blocking here. And right here, you're going to have usually the backside guy on the screen. Again, that's Bergeron right here at left guard. If he sees no immediate threat as he releases for a screen, again, he's going to slow play it and then get up the field. If he sees no immediate threat, no opposing color across his face, his job is to turn and look for any defensive lineman coming back to chase the running back from behind. Let's see how Bergeron does here. He does a really, really smart play. Again, watch what he does. Again, slow plays it, gets out in the screen. Watch this. Hands up. Old school football, that's a kill shot. Oh my goodness, those were usually the best place to watch. But new rules, this is a 15-yard penalty. Does it absolutely technically perfect. Again, this is a guy here, first NFL game, rookie. Adrenaline's flying. He has a kill shot right here on a really good defensive player. He does the absolute smart thing. That's what I love about this play. This is helping your team out. This is unselfish because that's a kill shot. I'm sorry, right there. That's on number 0. Carolina Panthers. I believe it's Brian Burns. Great player. This is making him stop all the trash talk right there. But if you hit him in the face, you hit him hard and deplete him, it's a 15-yard penalty. Nope, you just do your job. No one immediately in your face. Look for pursuit. Hands up. No penalty. Nice, smart play from the rookie Bergeron there.
Yeah, Nick, I say we all, give Bergeron credit here because we know that if this is 15 years ago, Bergeron would have ended Burns' night. He probably would be out for the game because he had a complete, just a killer opportunity to hit him here. But like you said, Bergeron doesn't succumb to the, the fantasy of wanting to hit a player like Burns like that. He does the right thing, gets this play. But I love what he does here, Nick. He just, like you said, he knows exactly what to do in this offense, and he's doing it really well, keeping his head on the swivel, looking, make sure Burns doesn't, sprint to go try to catch up to the runner, keeps him out of the play. Once again, I'm really impressed just early on what Bergeron has been able to do, and I think he's going to be a huge addition to this already incredible offensive line, when you say.
Miles, you know me. I'm a sucker for what I call thinking man kind of offensive lineman. I think as physical as a position is, it's the smart, savvier players that play a long time. Bergeron looks like that after one game. He just looks like a guy who gets what the Falcons are trying to do and how to play football in 2023. Again, that's kind of funny because it's, we talk about showing up a cut up of really nice plays, and it's kind of a weird looking deal for anyone who hasn't been too familiar with these rule changes. But again, smart, savvy. But it's not just that. His timing is perfect on his release, right? He puts himself in a great position to help his offense. Again, gets beat slowly, forces guy upside, immediately gets upfield, checks for anybody right in front of him, then circles back. Again, he's very well coached. The Atlanta Falcons have a great offensive coaching staff. But this is a smart, savvy player already. He's playing like a veteran right now, and he'll only get better and better. All right, so here's a play from Bergeron. Again, we're going the other direction now, just highlighting him there for you. There he is at left guard. This is a play from Bergeron that highlights his effort, technique, and just drive and what he does for this offense. So here we've got kind of an interesting play. It's kind of an off-tackle run here to the offense's right to our left on the screen. You're going to get a base block here. You're going to get what looks like a reach block here. You're going to get a tight scoop looking up to here, and you're looking for Bergeron to complete the scoop and cut off the nose tackle there, the straight-up zero technique. You're going to get a scoop on the backside here. You're going to kind of scoop action on the backside here. Don't really know what the fullback does on this one. He kind of slow plays in it and then looks for any guy who's going to pursue down the line of scrimmage. Kind of a weird deal, but it looks like the play 100% is designed to hit here and maybe bounce off tackle. This block right here, this scoop in the middle right here is huge for this play to work. Let's see what Bergeron does here. It's a really nice job from the rookie. Again, watch him. Look him keep working. Let me back that up there. Sometimes the first 2 or 3 steps don't go your way. Right there, it's not great in terms of, he doesn't have him cut off, has a chance right there. If you look at it right now, it looks like 91 from Carolina is going to maybe make a play in the backfield on Robinson. But watch him keep working. He eventually gets him cut off. Keep working, keep running your feet, keep running your hands, keep fighting, keep competing. What ends up happening is that because that last little effort here from Bergeron gets him cut off, Bijan's able to cut off behind that, ends up being a really nice run. Now, Robinson fumbles at the end, recovered by Atlanta, thank goodness. But again, it all starts because of that effort. Not a lot of guys have this effort and athleticism. A lot of guards, I see a lot of veteran guards who have played a lot of football. This ends up being a tackle for loss from 91. Instead, he keeps fighting, ends up getting him cutting off at the last second, turns it into a big play for the Atlanta Falcons because everybody else does a really nice job. Again, this Atlanta offensive line's great. Look at this block there. Look at that movement, driving him upfield. Right guard, oh my goodness, completely reaches him. They get on number 7, center does. Everybody's blocked up. Great job by the filled wide receiver London getting in there, lowering his head. I mean, this is a physical Atlanta Falcons football team. I love watching them play. But the effort there, fighting to the very end. You know, I had coaches when I was playing in college, right, that they would say they'd stop grading the film after the first 2 or 3 steps because after that, you know, they basically said it didn't matter. You had already lost. And I always hated that. I disagree 100% because if you stop this after a couple steps, nope, that's a loss for him. Bergeron's beat, but he keeps fighting. Look, again, right there. He is in between. You can see his helmet right there. He's in between the defender and the ball carrier, gets him cut off just enough, and gives Robinson all the space he needs to make this a big play. He didn't do his job the first step, the second step, or the third step, but he did it when it mattered at the very end, got the job done, and ended up being a really nice play for the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, Nick, and coming out of college, that's exactly what people were saying was a big plus about Bergeron is his consistency. This is a guy that even when he does lose, he does not lose ugly. He's always in there. Even if he has to hang on for dear life to be there, they say this is a guy who keeps it up to the end and he very rarely gets beat badly. And it just shows here. He gets beat in the very first few steps of the play. He's hanging on, he's hanging on, he's hanging on. Then he does just enough to keep the play going. So I think it's just really a great effort by Bergeron when you say, Nick, just to, you know, even when it looks grim, when it looks like you're down and your guy's about to make a play on the ball carrier, he never gives up. He keeps on driving and he's able to cut the guy off and give Robinson a chance. I think it's a really great play, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, and you hit on something we talk about all the time in these film reviews from an offensive lineman and blocking, anytime anyone blocking, wide receiver, tight end, fullback, running back, offensive lineman, definitely. Give your great superstar in the making running backs a chance. These guys are great players. Bijan Robinson looks like a superstar. Give him a chance. Don't quit. Keep fighting. And that's exactly what he does here. You hear about announcers talk about all the time recovery speed from like defensive backs when they get beat. I tell you what, recovery ability from an offensive lineman is so underrated. And that's exactly what we see a lot from Bergeron. Things don't look great out the get-go. He's still a rookie, right? He's still trying to figure things out. Still's got a lot of room to grow, a lot of things to clean up. Again, because technique's not phenomenal. He's a little slow there, you know, but he fights and he's competitive and he runs his feet and his hands and he's physical and he's tough. And he knows, and here's the most important thing. I'm going to hit on this over and over and over again. He knows what he's supposed to do and he works his butt off to do it. That sounds so simple, but a lot of guys can't get that done. He knows he's got to get him cut off no matter what, and he fights to the very end to get it done. I tell you what, I'm like more and more I see a Bergeron, I like this guy. Just he looks like a special player. All right, ending on a goal line rep here. Obviously, this was the Atlanta Falcons going up 2 scores late, kind of the finishing dagger to bury the Carolina Panthers. Again, going the right at you right there. You've got the left guard, Bergeron. And again, you're getting kind of, again, a zone scheme. Everybody's working their gap over to their left. These guys are just cutting these people off here on the backside. You got the fullback leading the way in the hole. You got Algier being physical down. And again, you're just 3 yards away from clinching victory, right? The key blocks right here, left guard and the left tackle and tight end. You've got to handle this defensive end right here. Just head up the left tackle. Brian Burns here just outside the tight end. And you got to handle the backside linebacker. Fullback will usually have the play side linebacker. Running back usually just has to handle the safety on his own. If you get those blocks, you win. You get in the end zone. You finish off a week 1 victory. Let's see how they do. Again, right, you see the Carolina Panthers, well-coached team. This guy stunts outside. Just a piece of him right there. They got enough on Brian Burns from the tight end. So it looks like this play right here is going to come down to Bergeron getting the backside linebacker because the fullbacks, right, number 7 is kind of for the Carolina Panthers, kind of running himself out of the play a little bit, but the fullback has an eye on him either way. Right now, you can see the cutback, right? You can see the seam right here. It's going to fall completely on Bergeron. He takes 49 and drives him 6 yards into the end zone. I mean, that is awesome stuff. 49 is in the game for the Carolina Panthers because he does not allow that to happen. You don't play a goal line linebacker in this situation if you're soft, if you're not physical, if you're not willing to fight through offensive linemen. Bergeron gets up there, smacks him in the mouth, and drives him back. This is dominant stuff from Bergeron. Clutch situation, finish off the game, drives him back. Algier scores. Right? And you can see right there, that's exactly where he's going. Right behind him, touchdown.